Hello and welcome to Drummers Review. I'm Matt and today we're going to be revisiting a Drummers Review favourite, the Mapex Armory shell pack. It was back in 2018 when we first put the Mapex Armory under the Drummers Review spotlight, with that video going on to be our most viewed acoustic kit review to date. Today we have a couple of new for 2021 updated models, featuring both of the new high gloss finishes launched in January this year. The Night Sky Burst finish features a vibrant purple, almost transparent burst set against a deeper solid purple base, while the Rainforest Burst features a myriad of colours combining to give a classy, unique appearance. Both finishes allow the grain of the wood to be visible around the centre point of the shell. Both kits are furnished with gleaming chrome hardware that complement the burst finishes perfectly, along with matching wood hoops on the bass drum. In terms of setup, the Armory series is available in a couple of different configurations, covering rock, studio and fusion setups, with all drums constructed from 6-ply 7.2mm birch shells. All drums feature Mapex's Soniclear bearing edges, tom suspension mounts and floor tom feet, all designed to maximise resonance. The two kits we have here today are the Rock Shell Pack, featuring a 22x18 bass drum, 10x8 and 12x9 rack toms and a 16x16 floor tom, along with a Studio Ease Fast Shell Pack, featuring a 22x18 bass drum, 10x7 and 12x8 rack toms, and 14x12 and 16x14 floor toms. Both kits also include a 14x5.5-inch Tomahawk snare, which features a 1mm black chrome finished steel shell and 2.3mm power hoops. Rounding things out, each shell pack comes supplied with floor tom legs and Soniclear tom holders. Price-wise, the 5-piece Rock Shell Pack has a UK retail price of £749, whilst the Studio Ease 6-piece Shell Pack comes in at £869. Also featured in this video is a full complement of Armory series hardware, which is available separately for £379. As our previous Armory video featured one of the 6-piece Shell Pack configurations, this time we're going to focus on the 5-piece Rock Shell Pack. Let's take a listen before coming back for our thoughts. Straight out of the box, the quality of the lacquered finish is eye-popping, and the grain of the birch really stands out. The kit comes supplied with Remo-made single-ply coated UT heads over clear UT heads on the toms, a Remo coated ambassador over UT snare side on the snare drum, and a clear Power Stroke 3 style over coated single-ply resonant head on the bass drum, although for the recording purposes we replaced the resonant head with a Mapex ported ebony head. Sound-wise, the bass drum gives a deep, punchy and full-bodied tone that cuts through the mix perfectly. Quiet feathered strokes give a warm-sounding full note, while louder onslaughts sound clear and clean. That cleanliness of tone continues with the rack toms, which are warm, precise and articulate, but also punchy and aggressive when needed. The floor tom has a punchy deep tone with a long sustain that may need a little taming for some situations, but in no way overpowers the fundamental tone. As we mentioned in our previous Armory video, when played at a lower volume, you don't quite get the full tone out of the drum with this particular head combination, but as soon as you start laying into the drum, you're rewarded with a full fat tone. The Tomahawk snare drum delivers a loud, aggressive tone that projects well and would easily cut through the mix. Understandably, for a thin steel shell, it does carry a significant amount of overtone that in many musical situations would benefit from some dampening. But if you enjoy your snares with a hint of aggression, this is a great drum in its own right and a great inclusion. In terms of build quality, the whole kit is exceptionally well constructed. Perfectly round shells and smooth bearing edges combined with silky smooth tension rods and slightly undersized shells to give a satisfyingly easy tuning experience. Elsewhere, all of the shell hardware is solid and gleaming, while the tom mounts and holders do the exact job they were designed for, with the Soniclear tom suspension mounts deserving special mention for their unobtrusive yet solid design, which allows each drum to breathe and maximise its sonic potential. The featured Armory hardware pack is equally as impressive, giving strength and stability with all the components being very well made and reassuringly sturdy, with the Armory series bass drum pedal feeling smooth and fast underfoot. As we surmised in our previous video, we feel that the Armory series would work well in any musical situation. And while this particular shell pack is tagged as being a rock configuration, it would be equally at home in funk, pop, blues or country, and with a change of tuning and perhaps heads would probably lend itself to more acoustic styles as well. Coming in at under £750 for a 5-piece setup, we feel that this kit, as well as this slightly more expensive 6-piece setup, offer exceptional value for money. Superb sounding, great build quality, it really is a feast for the eyes and ears. These kits should be a serious contender if you're in the market for a kit that will sound great, look great and will last you a long time, whilst being very wallet friendly. As always, let us know your thoughts in the comments section below. Subscribe and click on the bell icon to be notified of future content, and until then, we'll see you next time here at Drummers Review.